EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. Mike Tirico, Greg Olkus, this is the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald to do the honors. And off we go from Charlotte. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and I'll tell you what, he's a blitz to watch.
Complete to 0, Keon Coleman. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
17 yards on that connection. Good for a Bills first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
In motion, Shakir. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
They work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. Throwing again is Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, the one they call the Red Rifle, dating back to his old days at TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
The man known around the league as the Red Rifle, and what an NFL career he's had up until this point, Mike. I mean, think back. At one point, he's the Pro Bowl quarterback routinely leading his team to the playoffs. Now, he's the experienced backup. He's bringing a lot of veteran presence to every locker room he finds himself, and one thing's for certain, when he gets a shot to play in the game, you could certainly do a lot worse than having him in your starting lineup.
Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run here. the former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now it's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Brandon Codrington. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Tremble comes in motion. Dalton to throw. He's got the 1st-round pick, Teteroa McMillan. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Panther 1st down. Dalton. They'll go right back to McMillan. Complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the give, it's Hubbard. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A 55-yard attempt.
That one is good. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead.
So let's give the kicker some credit. Not only was it a really good save by the holder, but his ability to make that kick when the timing wasn't right is a lot easier said than done. So they got to get to the sideline. Long snapper's got to do his side of the bargain here, and they've got to be better the next time out.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
First down, Bills.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and 7. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. Now it's going to be third down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Let's take it in. It's James Cook, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin first and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Taylor Rapp is there to stop it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll work this out to the 23. It is Joey Bosa there.
A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Now Dalton. He's got a man! That's McMillan! And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's now second and 10.
That's a great example of why the premium players in this league on defense, Mike, they're the guys that impact the passing game, and whether that's defensive backs or guys that can defend at a high level, but especially pass rushers, because even though he doesn't get the sack, it's the pressure that leads to the bad throw that leads to the incompletion.
And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Play is stopped for a moment. it is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Dalton. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Joey Bosa in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Dalton. The set up the screen here to Hubbard. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. McMillan comes in motion. To throw is Dalton. Back into the hands of Hubbard. 11 yards on the pass there. It's a Carolina first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it is Hubbard. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. They'll work now on 2nd and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. Tremble comes in motion. Throwing now from the gun. He takes off. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
Carolina Panther. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Rico Dalton, touchdown Carolina.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He gets it to go. Panthers are out to a 10-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Crazy. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession, and nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
2-0, Keon Coleman. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Bills first down.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Allen, the throw on 1st and 10.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Allen, going to give it to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
First down, Bills.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
1st and 10. Allen gives this to Davis. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll step up and run. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On first down, it's Allen. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Cook. Good blocking, and he's in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 10-7.
Bills 7.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They had that field goal in the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. Set up to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A run with Hunter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
McMillan, the man in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
First down.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Back to the right, caught by Sanders. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice game.
2nd down, zone read, and he keeps it. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Brought down back.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now it's Dalton. In the middle, he's got his man complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he gave one man the slip, and going to take this one forward. He'll pick up a 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Dalton to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A 7-yard gain.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Dalton. He'll get this complete. It's Jimmy Horn Jr. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
2 minutes to play of a 3-point game. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, they'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That one's hauled inside by McMillan. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now Dalton. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's going to tuck it and go. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7.
A 6-yard pick.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. There he goes again. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 20.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
And 2 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
A gain of 21 yards.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hubbard. He is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Leggett in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Allen will throw. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bills 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He'll drop this underneath to Cook. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will level the score at 10 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Check this down. It's Hubbard out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. A big play for the Panthers. 47 yards.
I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run. He got past the first wave. You got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
It's a zone read given to Hubbard. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Dalton. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Hubbard. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now third.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll run the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Bills 10.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Now Codrington to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense getting set to get back to work. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. J.C. Horn coming in from his cornerback spot to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8. In motion, Shakir. To the air. On second down, here's Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. Close.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's brought down by Tre'Davious White. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second down and 9. Here comes Hubbard on a toss to the right. And this will be a Panthers first down as he's able to get to the 37-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On the give, it's Hubbard. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Tremble comes in motion. The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
Now, faking the give. The catch made by McMillan. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing, Dalton. He finds the big tight end, Tremble. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he...
At the 12-yard line, a 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Tremble comes in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still second down.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Here's Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. The kick is good. Panthers move out to a 24-10 lead.
24. Bills 10.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. It's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle by Christian Rosebull. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early.
Still 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Now he'll run. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bills.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
His 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. So now they'll throw it with Allen. Quick slap, looked in by Moore. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10.
It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Buffalo.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protect. The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Allen now on 2nd down. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 5. Josh Allen on the bootleg.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. He is down at the 14, but will have that.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Buffalo.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He pulls it in around the 5, and he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
He was taken down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable up here on 2nd and goal.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. On the move left. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will cut into that lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Matt Prater is set to
So
kick
Prater
off.
now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Try the right side with Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Christian Benford on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Waste of time.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Dalton. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 7. Dalton. This one taken in by Renfro. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
And the Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Dalton. The set the screen here to Hubbard. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On 1st down, Allen. Oh, short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That's complete to Coleman. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stepping, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throw once more. Here's Allen. That's to the left side. Taken in by Coleman.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 23, here's second and 4. Allen to throw again. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Third down, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. Here's Cook, and he barrels his way into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bills will cut the deficit to 7.
Panthers 27, Bills 20.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Hunter Renfrow was the intended target that time, and it'll be second down. McMillan comes in motion. Dalton to throw. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
A gain of 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Dalton. That one taken in right side by Legette. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving them much of a shot coming in, but they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball, and they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.